And I'm Scott Kilbury. Shocking account as to what happened to a Colorado man who went on a trip with friends 5 weeks ago and never made it home.
Or the next sunrise.
And remember, you have to jump into your Jimmy Stewart and say, you see that moon up there?
No.
Wonderful Life? Anybody?
Patrick Swayze hated the line and tried to get it removed from the script.
I hated that line too. It was almost like, but it was so bad that it's good.
But you practice every day after school, right?
Let's do it. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're supposed to play the music.
And now we do the little thing, yeah? And then hair.
And then you
hair.
do okay. That was embarrassing.
You loved it.
I did.
And you knew it pretty well, so I think you've done it before.
We'll do the lift later on.
A man's tendency to stay in bed or on the couch might also be due to hardwiring. An ancient instinct may have helped them survive by avoiding predators when they were less capable of responding. You look. There it is.
I'm wired to sit this way.
He's
okay?
wired.
But I don't know about the man flu. I'm coming down with something else.
I beg to differ on that one.
Yeah. So what's confusing about South Cheyenne meeting North Cheyenne turning into Cheyenne Canyon? What's confusing about that?
Well,
so this is Cheyenne Road, not to be confused with Cheyenne Mountain Road. But even more confusing, this street that runs parallel to it is Cheyenne Boulevard. You can pretty much see Pikes Peak from all over town. Now we're going to go out and find out how tall she really is. More than 40,000 deaf people live in Rochester, so building a place especially for the deaf community makes sense.
Seen any Star Wars, I'm going to admit, so
Me
I
neither.
can't even come back with a line for you.
Why not?
One thing you don't want to do.
Okay, we apologize for the technical difficulty there with the audio. We'll check back in with Courtney Hallmark. Essentially, use the credit card, but do not pour water on the windshield. It could break. And if you had bad credit, it still might work with that credit card. What is for dinner? We all have that moment when we're standing in the kitchen wondering, what can we make? Well, the key is to have a smart pantry. This will help kickstart your morning for you. We're checking out what's making headlines in your area. Our Simon desk editor gets upset when we read his newspaper, so we can't read that one. But we're going to check out the Green Valley newspaper.
The close, it's amazing they can get those pictures. She's smiling. I can't believe that.
I don't think she has a choice. It's the wind, making her go like that. It's 5:15.
And I heard about the, pitching requirement, and I think I'm out.
Well, just practice. Let's see.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to
Get him off the screen.
Come this time next year with Activate Tucson, well, they hope to have at least 200 schools that can really pack a punch.
police connecting these two cases?
Well, when we spoke to Rochester Police today, they were not answering our questions, but we can tell you that state police were here today. We can only guess that they were trying to connect anything with their investigation from yesterday in Caledonia. Now, in that situation, as mentioned, it was in a remote area along a cornfield. Today, it's in the city at a park where children play. The scene is still taped off, and the car is still in the ravine. The exit is still closed, and it started more than 5 hours ago with an alleged shoplifting incident more than 10 miles away. Judge James Pompiano is the man who declared the mistrial. I sat down with him in an exclusive one-on-one interview and asked him how he came to this controversial decision.
I told this jury, historically, this may be the longest serving jury that deliberated over that period of time here in Monroe County.
But after 52 hours, Judge Pompiano decided the panel of 10 women and 2 men had deliberated long enough. The intersection here was a crime scene just 2 nights ago, and unfortunately, it's not the only one in the area. When we spoke to those business owners and residents, they both said that if things don't get any better, they just might leave. Candles sit along a curb on Clinton Avenue as a makeshift vigil outside Miss India's Soul Food Kitchen. Unfortunately, it was a crime scene last night. A 24-year-old man attending the vigil was gunned down.
So it was some of my customers that, that they were out there.
There's still evidence somewhere inside this place of business. One of the bullets came through the window.
The bullets don't have no names on them. I just thank God that we wasn't here.
Larkin has been on this corner for 4 years and says she's not going anywhere just yet. That might not be the case for Tony Rossi and his family's business 2 blocks down the road. But that said, what you've seen in the escalating crime here, this is something that's enough to make you think about moving.
Yeah, Chester's been in this neighborhood 30 years. He's a big part of this community. But it comes a time when we have to worry about our safety of the employees.
Despite beefing up security, adding lights and cameras, crime continues in the area. A 20-year-old man was killed outside of Chester's check cashing business Monday night.
It comes a time when, we got to weigh up, is it worth it? And, we're at that point now.
Hopefully it will pass.
Now, the vigil last night was held for the victim of Monday night shooting here at Chester's, and the owner of that business tells us he's working with police to help find a suspect. He's sharing his surveillance video. Right now, no arrests have been made. Coming up at 6, we're going to hear from a young man who grew up in the neighborhood who says he actually lives in fear. We are live at the corner of Clinton and Clifford Avenue. Scott Kilbury, News 10 NBC.